Procrastination sucks. Everyone deals with it. The student rushing an assignment, the adult scrambling before a deadline. And it's easy to default to distractions that feel like nothing but aren't. Because you are doing something, just not the thing that moves your life forward. There's something else going on. A pattern most people don't even notice. You get distracted, you avoid what matters, you delay action, and slowly you lose control of your time. That's the hidden method silently working against you. This isn't laziness. It's loss of control. No one controls your actions but you. But most of the time, you don't take the first real step towards what you said you wanted. So it's not just time you're wasting. You're delaying your own progress, your own freedom. If you don't see this pattern, you stay stuck in it. So let's break it down. It starts with your attention. Most things competing for it are designed to keep it. If your attention is weak, anything slightly difficult feels impossible. So you default to what's easy, fast, stimulating, but the work you avoid doesn't disappear. It stacks. After I uploaded my last video, I told myself I was preparing, reading, thinking, getting better, but I never started. And slowly, everything else slipped too. Training got inconsistent. My thinking slowed down. Even creative things like writing, music started feeling harder. What broke it wasn't motivation. I opened a blank document and wrote one sentence. That was it. And then the next one came easier. Starting is always harder than continuing. But the longer you wait, the harder starting becomes. Progress compounds outwards. Avoidance compounds downwards. Your environment is not neutral. Your phone, your feed, they are designed to hold your attention. Treat it like something valuable. For the next 7 days, pick one thing you've been avoiding. Do it 10 minutes, not to finish it, just to start. Once your attention is gone, avoidance becomes easy. Staying still feels safe. It isn't, because while you're paused, everything else keeps moving. Time moves, opportunities move, people move, and you fall behind without noticing. And being honest with yourself is hard, especially when you feel unsure or overwhelmed. So you stay in that middle state, not falling, but not moving either. And that's the worst place to be, because failure teaches you something. Stagnation teaches you nothing. Endless scrolling feels like choice. It isn't. Real control is deciding what deserves your attention and acting on it. And that takes effort. Stopping doesn't reset you to zero. It puts you behind, because momentum has to be rebuilt. Every morning before touching your phone, ask yourself this: what is the one thing I need to do today that my future self will thank me for? Write it down. Do that first. This is where most people stay stuck. Not because they can't act, but because they don't. Progress is your signal. It tells you if you're moving forward or not. Without it, you're just moving without direction. Think of self-awareness like a lens. Zoom in, you see what to fix. Zoom out, you see where you're going. You need both. Be honest with yourself, because every time you lie to yourself, you lose trust in your own decisions, and that compounds. I spent hours trying to beat this boss in Sekiro. Every attempt felt pointless. Then I stopped, came back the next day, and beat it almost immediately, because the effort wasn't wasted. It just wasn't visible yet. Effort builds the skill. Rest processes it, but it only works in that order. Progress isn't always visible. Sometimes it's happening underneath, in the patterns you're building. At the end of each day, write down one thing you did that moved you forward, no matter how small. The hidden method is simple. Your attention gets taken, you avoid what matters, you delay action, and you lose control. Not once, but every day. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's this pattern. Repeat it until it becomes your life. Everything around you is competing for your focus. Staying aware is a constant fight, and the only way to break it is to act consistently, even if it's small, even if it's just one sentence. If this made you think differently, subscribe. I'm building this for people who actually want to move. If there's something you want me to break down next, drop it below.